Okay, hello everybody, vidium here. I was sitting and thinking of what type of video to do next since the show hasn't started yet. It's on the works. It's gonna take a little bit long, so sorry about that. So I started to think, what else can I do since I haven't done a pickup video in a while. I'm gonna do one right after we finish this one. So I decided to do a tag video. I have answered a lot of tag videos before, but I never done one about one myself, one that I actually started myself. So I decided to do one, and it is the Star Wars video game tag video. So, as always, it consists of 5 questions. The first question is, what is your favorite Star Wars game? It doesn't matter if it's a home console game, or a handheld game, or an electronic handheld game, or an arcade game. Your favorite Star Wars game. There's a lot of Star Wars games available. Mine, it has to be the original 1980 Star Wars arcade game by Atari. I believe it was Atari. The thing is that I love that game that much because you play as if you were Luke Skywalker on your X-Wing, and you fly around destroying TIE fighters, and then you go down to the trench on the Death Star to blow it up. I really love that game. Very simple. The graphics was nothing that I had never seen before on an Atari game before. Old straight lines like a Vectrex, something like that. But I really loved it. Loved the sounds and the voices on the game. It has a lot of voices. Although I do not believe they were the voices from the actors. Not sure. I was very happy when they actually included that game as an unlockable on Rose Squadron. Don't remember if it's 2 or 3. But it's one of the in the GameCube. The thing is that I actually unlocked it and I spent a whole day playing that game. Awesome game. Another game that I actually love is also an arcade game is the Star Wars Arcade Trilogy by Sega. That arcade game is completely awesome. Great. The score is amazing because it's the same score of the movie. The visuals are awesome. The controls are awesome. Even though that the game is a little bit short, but the game is completely awesome. I really loved it. But my favorite of all time has to be the 1980s something. I don't remember the exact year. Star Wars arcade game, and I believe it was made by Atari. I do not remember if it was Atari or JVC. I don't remember. Question number 2 has to be, what is your which was your first Star Wars video game? In my case, once again, it doesn't matter if it's a home console game or a handheld game, electronic handheld game, it doesn't matter. But in my case, it has to be The Empire Strikes Back for the Atari 2600. Played this game millions of times. Although the only thing that you do in this game is just to shoot AT-ATs, destroy them up, just for another one to come up at the end of the road. They keep coming. It doesn't stop. For many years, I believe that this was the greatest Star Wars games ever because it was the only Star Wars game that I got. I really loved it. Not so great now when you grow up, but I have to admit, this is one of the best Star Wars game on the Atari. Don't have the other one, the one of the Jedi training something. Saw it, changed my mind on buying it. Now that takes me to question number 3 for you. Which is the worst Star Wars game that you have ever played? In my case, is this game over here, The Empire Strikes Back for the NES. This game is completely awful. It's so damn slow. It's so damn long, boring. The controls are crappy. The graphics are awful. Except like this one. This is one of the best graphics in the entire game. I actually have the game in box. I do not own many games in box, but I'm very happy to have this one in box because this is a Star Wars item, and very happy to have it on a box. But the game is actually in there with manual and everything. I know you can see it. I'm not gonna take it out because it's grounded to be an awful game. I actually saw the original Star Wars game for the NES on a Nintendo Power, and after seeing the images and seeing and reading the article, I assumed that the game was pretty bad. That game is one of the worst games ever. Really hated it. I only have it because my brother-in-law actually gave it to me. Another game I just want to show you this really fast, and this is actually is question number 4, which is the cheapest Star Wars game that you have ever bought. In my case, is another box Star Wars game, Shadows of the Empire. Awesome game. Actually, this is the only Nintendo 64 game that I own. The other Nintendo 64 games that are in my house belongs to my wife. This is my only N64 game, and it's in a box, and I bought it on an electronic boutique before they actually became GameStop, and I bought it for $1.99. In box, the game, the manual, the inserts, everything. I have it here. It was used, but you had everything, and it was $1.99. So really cheap. And the last question is, what is your favorite Star Wars character of all time? You all know that I love Darth Vader. I have a lot of items that are Darth Vader related. I have an entire shrine back there, that thing over here, right in this part I believe, is everything about Darth Vader. Even in my desk back at work, I have a few things that are Darth Vader related, but my favorite character of all time, it has to be this guy, Boba Fett. And this is my original Boba Fett figure when I was a kid. My brother gave me this back in the when he was a kid. He actually gave me this as a Christmas present. This is the 90s version of Boba Fett. Really cool. Really like it. I also even have the one of those Play School Star Wars figures. This one is actually a keychain, but it's actually the same size from the regular toy line. I actually showed you this before. This is my mod and my Boba Fett mod, and I have a lot other things back there that are Boba Fett related. At the same time, in my decks, I have other things that are Star Wars related, Boba Fett related. Sorry. So, as always, I never actually pick people in advance of who I'm gonna tag, but I know that I'm gonna tag sandamtod. I know I'm gonna tag Starwar77, and I'm also gonna tag FilmakerMike because I know they love Star Wars. So I'm gonna start that this tag with those 3 people because I really know that they are really into Star Wars. So I hope this tag takes on because it is my first one. So till next time, guys. See ya.